So strangely enough, every single year a new iPhone comes out, I would typically go ahead and upgrade to it. I think that's a really, really smart thing to do if you are a reviewer of some sort, or if you're checking out, if you're having the ability to even get the latest phone. It makes a lot of sense to go ahead and, check it out and use it. However, there is a device out there that I am not the biggest fan of, and now after some even more reports of this phone coming out, I'm especially not planning on upgrading to this phone. It'll probably be an iPhone that I'll probably never use in my life, and this is actually the iPhone 14 Pro. So I've already talked about this to death, but essentially with the iPhone 14 Pro when it first came out, it was a good phone, it was a pretty good upgrade. It just was a very small, minor upgrade in a lot of different ways. And if you were coming from an iPhone 13 Pro, it didn't really make a lot of sense to, go and buy and use this phone, in my opinion. So that was the one thing that kind of already was kind of a little weird with this device. But then came a few other things going on with this device. So for one, now the weirdest thing is that this device apparently does actually have some sort of battery degradation problem, and it does seem fairly widespread. So it looks like a lot of people on their iPhone 14 Pros were actually experiencing their batteries degrading at a much faster rate than maybe some other devices that they had, but even some other iPhones that they had as well. A normal degradation within a year, in my opinion, is usually either 0% to 5%. As long as you're above 90 something percent, you're usually good. And I would say most of the time that I'm done using a device within a year, it's usually down 5%. So I would say 5% every year, maybe a little bit more towards the end, is totally normal. However, a lot of people are experiencing way more than 5% degradation, and people are actually experiencing some of their iPhone 14 Pros under 80, under 90% battery degradation. So they've seen a 10% plus of their batteries degrading, which is insane. Now, that in and of itself is one very, very important thing. But this also leads me into another massive thing. With my iPhone 12 Pro, this was an iPhone that I felt like was a very small upgrade coming from the iPhone 11 Pro. I feel like there was a lot of overlap there, and to go and upgrade from one to the other just didn't really make too much sense. But the thing with the iPhone 11 Pro was that was such a good device, and that, ended up, lasting me for a long period of time. I still use that phone sometimes. But the 12 Pro gave me a very weird experience. And I'm actually kind of glad that I never used that iPhone, with the 14 Pro, because I was able to kind of dodge a bullet there. Although it's still probably a phone that I should be using, I don't really have to use it, and now I don't even want to use it anymore because of the battery degradation problem. So it seems to me that there were lots of different things going on with this phone. I'm glad it ended up kind of fixing itself. I'm glad I don't have to use it, but it's still very weird. And the main reason why I'll probably never use the iPhone 14 Pro. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.